I'm here to tell you about some of the massive improvements we've made to our system over the past couple of years. Right now, we're in 2020, November. I suppose we'll get to the time where we're up to 20, 30,000 agents, but right now it says here 12,448. See what your client-facing website can look like with a life insurance, final expense, auto, annuity, Medicare. These are just examples. We've got much more than this. Let's take a look at the auto. Initially, the website will be naaip.org. Let's say it says right here /Jack or /Joe, but we really want you to put the website on your own domain name. Every aspect of these websites is editable. So please, you should have the auto quote engine at the top, maybe a picture related to, people driving a car. Your name could go here, your company could go here, licensed agent. This should be your logo or your picture. We made some stuff here like subscribe, newsletter, contact, home. Click where it says contact, very generic, get here. I believe there's a map here as well. Flip back over to the home. When you sign up, when you're in your back office, you could edit everything. We wrote very generic wording. We have over 20 years experience providing expert advice. Change this to anything, change the symbols. This is one template we made here. Let me just scroll back down here. Final expense quoter, see website. This is going to Emma Pinkston. Again, final expense quoter at the top. You got a bunch of stuff here. Did you know? Find the best plans. Just generic wording. Complete guide to securing retirement. Emma's picture. She put a picture. I suppose if it's for final expense, she really should put older people at the top as opposed to what's here. What else we have to say here? She put a bunch of videos here. Videos saying she gives about it's a free trip, a bunch of wording, a video, Medicare supplement quote. I guess this picture would probably be more suitable for the top than this one, but that's complete. This is her website. She does whatever the heck she wants with it. Right now, Emma did put it on her own domain name. You notice in the address bar it says her first and last name.com, which is definitely a good idea. What you're doing is you end up signing up. You're clicking Facebook or Google. Let me just go here. I'm going to put test2@nape.org. Password, I'll put 1234. Let's see if that's not taken. Hopefully it's not. And at this point, you choose the template. Super easy to edit content, to change templates. Let's say you want one preview template. Boom, boom, boom. But keep in mind, even though I did speak to someone who says, hey, they don't like a tombstone on their website. Very easy to change those pictures to something else. The content, very easy to change something else. Videos, real easy. The banners at the bottom, easy. Shopping and saving starts here. Click to quote. All this stuff is real easy to change as well. Auto, boat, motorcycle. If you're not selling motorcycle insurance, you might as well edit it so it's not showing. You've got the map. You've got these rolling logos. And let me just get rid of that. This is what we call the classic insurance template. Then you've got the classic insurance full width. You click. It's very similar. Instead of the contact information being on the left side, it's more wide. That's why we call it full width. We put a bunch of stuff here. You could easily change the content. You've got the map, all that good stuff. This one, the auto insurance quote engine we looked at before, it had, which was this one right here. This only shows up to 2 quote engines. The ones we were looking at previous will allow you up to 3 quote engines on the site. These ones where it says wide up to 2 quoters will preview the template, which we looked at before. The difference on this one is the quote engine will be on the left side towards the top. But to have the center one, as an example, we use the health insurance quoter. Wide up to 2 quoters, an option to write all this content. But let's preview the template. This seems to be more health insurance centric based on the image, based on the wording. The health insurance quoter we put right in the middle towards middle top. household size, household income, very good for people that sell health insurance on the ACA. You've got some really nice images. Just for kicks on this shopping and saving starts here, I did put a lot of different quote engine stuff here, but you can edit that completely, but similar stuff. If you go into the NAIP back office under banners and hyperlinks, you'll see about 30, 40, 50, quite a lot of them. A lot of these banner images that we made that will go under banners and images. When you click it, it goes wherever you want, especially people that sell health insurance where they have click to enroll. Not a bad idea to use this. We made banner images for all the major health insurance company. I believe we did it for the 13 largest. The 13th I remember being Molina Health Plans. And if you have an enrollment link from these companies, you would put it in a box. When you click it, it takes you right to your enrollment website. We're proud to represent insurers such as all these different companies. We made 60 rolling logos, and you could edit to whatever you want. I believe to make it look good, you should have at least 10 or 11 of them, so it flips across the entire screen. If you don't want to have those rolling logos, just don't have them. In addition, we did make a couple of templates that don't have any quote engine in them. And the example template that we made for you is one of them we made for plumbers. I suppose if you're in the financial service selling business, quite often you're dealing with independent sole proprietors, people that work for themselves. These people need websites. You as an insurance agent could certainly, hey, I've got a great website. I could do something similar to you. Then afterwards, you tell them exactly what they have to do to move up the search engine, get on Google Local, Bing Places, Google Maps. And you can even do this for them if you want. This is completely your business. Our websites are free. They're always free. We do have revenue sources, which I will tell you about in a little bit, primarily lead systems, and if you contract through us. So, we're here for you. As you can imagine, this is a computer program. It does not cost us additional money when new people use our services, similar to Facebook that has over 1 billion users. It doesn't cost them extra money when they get 1 billion and 1 users. We made another template specifically. I believe that the default template is, let me preview this template, is accountants. I believe a lot of insurance agents get referrals from CPAs, so that's a good default template. You could use our pictures. But for search engine purposes, it's always a good idea to change the content to have original content. But I've noticed a lot of people just stick to what they're doing. We made the default content, but you see it says licensed insurance agent. Everything in this template or this can be changed. Obviously you would change it to Joe Smith CPA. You've got all the stuff here for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, et cetera. I've noticed that most people are signing up for this classic full width. So I'm going to start with this template. And I'll just put test 9, city, Miami, 1, 2, 3, Maine. It does require David Smith. Let me just put the word test in there so I know afterwards to delete it. Put the 33162 office phone. It does just put a bunch of numbers here. It does require a mobile phone as well. Get free client-facing website with quoters. Boom. There's some wording here. Okay, this is the website. I'm going to click it here. Right now, I'm logged in. So what we're going to end up doing is my account, view your site dashboard, log out. But this is the website. I believe this should be opening up a new tab, or at least it should be. It doesn't. I guess it didn't do that. This is how you edit all this stuff as well. Change background. You want to change this to something else? You have all these options, a lot of options. If you're into, let's say, different ethnicities, different age groups, different et cetera, I suppose it's taking a little bit to load. but it'll all pop up. There's hundreds. There may be hundreds of images here. There seem to be a lot of images here. Young, older, different ethnicities, etc., etc. You do whatever is best for you. If you want to upload your own image that's not on this, you could upload your own image. We give you the dimensions right here, but it's probably best to use one of ours because there's so many in there. Okay, let's get over here. Let's change background, click to edit. Everything's editable. Find the best plans. You see it's all editable. When you click it, it's going to a certain link. It goes right there. You want to edit this, the content. You want to input different images. There's another place where you could where you header image as well. It's the same thing as before. I suppose some of these images towards the bottom is what people have uploaded themselves. This is not something I uploaded or our programmer uploaded, but someone else did that. Eventually we'll get around to deleting this image. So if you're on this, these are all images that loaded. You see E. Conley Insurance Group, that's what he did. Search engine optimization purposes, please have original content, so change all this stuff. You could very easily change the video. You notice there's a video here, video. If you want to upload another video, one of these buttons will say picture video. You input the URL for the video you want. Okay, let's get out of here. Let me see what I do here. I did a backspace. Okay, I guess I X'd it out, but I have a bunch of windows open. I'm sure you know when you're in this computer business, you're always deleting stuff that you didn't mean to delete. So what I'll end up doing is I'll go to naip.org again. I'll click my account because it is open. I'll go to dashboard. This is our latest news, Davey Test. This is the account I just opened. This is some basic news that we have. You could edit the content from here as well, move the various quote engines. Let's say you want quote engine position. There's just a lot of buttons here. You got the final expense quoter, enable, disable at the top, in the middle, the bottom, etc., etc. We get into the nitty gritty, even something called a favicon. If you don't even know what a favicon is, but it's this right here. You notice on this site that the picture of Joe Agent, that is a favicon that's showing up on that header bar. As a default, we'll have it as the NAIP logo. Hopefully you'll change the personal photo. Instead of our logo, you'll use your own. And that will automatically change the favicon. We literally thought of everything. If your street address is showing up on the map, that shows up on your website and it's showing up well, good for you. On most sites it shows up well. Like right here, it's looking really good. But if that's not something you want, you click map, enable, disable. You got the various quote engines, you got the content manager, you have the contacted, you list all the people that filled out a form, and you get an email, the client gets an email, plus it goes into your back office under contacted you list. There's no contacts since this account was just opened. Profile settings at the very all that good stuff. If we go to dashboard latest news right here, it's giving you right at the top what I consider the most important things, which is how to put the website on your own domain name. There's a step 1 and there's a step 2. If you follow that, which also includes a click here for a YouTube video explanation, you could certainly do that. We give additional information here as well. We do have that conference call Monday to Thursday at 12 noon Eastern. Weekends at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a call-in number. If you click this, we could even do screen sharing if that's something you want to do. But literally pop up over header in image. Like there's just a lot of stuff here. Let's view your site. Pop over a header image, I believe relates to our classic templates a little bit more. I'm going to switch it over to dashboard latest news. Let me click the templates. If you want to switch the template, you could very easily do that. You've got the classic full width, which is what you chose initially, but you could easily change it to something else. Let's say you want to change it to one of the templates that only allows 2 quote engines, and it has less content. It says here less content. So all this wordy stuff, won't be an option. But I'll, instead of previewing, which we saw before, I'll apply the template. We'll click view your site. I suppose we could just go to the site ourselves. I'll just view your site. I guess that's the best way to do it. And it automatically switched it over. If we wanted to change the background, we would have to do it here or in the back office. And we, similar stuff here. We click to edit. I believe we made a bunch of pictures. Okay, you would have to physically choose. Eventually, we're going to have a lot of picture options. I guess on this one, we didn't make the picture options yet, but you'll upload your own and you'll go from there. On this stuff, but you could definitely change the wording. What I believe we should be doing is making these images for you, but in the meantime, this is what we have. Give you a lot of options. It could be on this stuff. We haven't made the other images, but you could certainly upload your own image. I do know that on our classic option, we were using that for a couple of years, so everything is A1A, perfect. Let me go to dashboard again to our back office. Like on here where it says quote engine pictures, favicon, rolling carrier images. There's just so many options. When I said we had 60 options, these are the 60 options that you could put. You've got the MedSup quote engine position, let's say quote engine position, which I believe I showed you before. Quote widgets, that shopping and saving starts now. And you could show whatever you need there. It's telling you how many leads you have. Shall be enabled, yes, not, otherwise it would disappear. You've got analytics. If you have code that you want to put in, chat code or something, like you put it right in here. Your name changes. Make sure you go into autoresponder email. This is the generic email that will be sent to your client once he signs up, which it has name, phone number, whatever we put there. If you don't want your cell, change it. If you want to change the content, you're more than welcome to do that. What we're really trying to do is get you to put the website on your own domain name. You would want the subject of an email to change. We should have something here on an automatic basis. Your domain name. Thank you for visiting joesmith.com. Save. That would seem more sense instead of simply having the name of the website there. But make sure you change that once you get the website on your own domain name. Password settings, social media. You could imagine the little widgets at the bottom of your site or at the top of your site. If you want to go in directly to your Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, et cetera, that's where it goes. Step 1 and step 2 is to put the website on your own domain name. It's telling GoDaddy, let's assume you're using GoDaddy, which I know they have a coupon code for the first year, either 99 cents or $5. And you would end up changing the A record. Is a pretty simple procedure, the search engine. But that's completely up to you. I noticed a lot of websites out there don't have much content. That seems to be a pretty popular way to. We have done massive improvements in the system based on having 6 templates. And we're really gearing up, which right now we're really gearing up for something called incentive-based marketing and white labeling this system where you'll be able to give these websites to other businesses, and those businesses or other insurance agents that you're recruiting will have no idea that my company even exists. That's really the next stage that we're working on right now. I suppose the next video I make on websites improvements will have that already implemented. Another item that we're pretty close to finishing is having a last will and testament, a free will on all these websites. If you're into the life insurance selling business, stuff that's super valuable to them but does not cost you any money is definitely a way to go. And I've noticed there's a lot of very successful insurance agents that offer last will and testament, free will. I've got one agent that has 700, no joke, he has 700 wills and his copies of wills in his file cabinet. This gentleman is so busy, and he'll be busy, his kids will be busy, his grandkids will be busy selling insurance, because when you have that many people that are counting on you to keep a copy of their will in your file cabinet, you can imagine there's a lot of trust involved. This gentleman a few years ago became a notary public. He carries a portable printer in the trunk of his car. So that's why we decided to make a last will and testament, a free will. I suppose anyone who is a member of NAAIP.org, is using our website technology, will wake up in the morning and they'll see that at the bottom of their site. There will be an option, of course, to delete it, to hide it, which will be one of the options in the NAIP back office. I personally have a conference call, which is Monday to Thursday, 12 noon Eastern time, Saturday, Sunday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's an open forum. There's so many moving parts here that people need to speak to someone, or at least it makes them feel more comfortable. So that's why I am available. We are giving away this technology. When I say giving away, it means there's not much of an incentive for us to have long conversations on a personal basis with you if there's no money coming in. And the way to solve that problem for people that do need that personal attention is that we do have that 6-day per week conference call. We specifically discuss websites moving up the search engine and all that good stuff. And sometimes these calls go on for 2 hours. My company does make money. We make money when people contract through us. We're a marketing company. As you probably know, there's quite a few marketing companies out there in the insurance industry. Our niche is really, we have higher commissions than anyone else. We also we're getting very strong in lead generation. If you flip over to our lead generation page, there's a lot of good information there. This page is almost a Wikipedia on lead generation. Not a bad idea for anyone who's a licensed insurance agent to go through this page from top to bottom. And this is one of the things that we do discuss on that 6-day per week conference call. Again, we're here for you. We're doing all this work because we are expecting to get a lot more than the 12,455 people that have signed up over the last couple of years. In order to get bigger and bigger and bigger, become more of a dominant force in this insurance industry, we definitely need to provide top quality stuff at no cost, not virtually no cost, at absolutely positively no cost.